On September 3, 2025, a federal judge delivered a major blow to the Trump administration's efforts to strip Harvard University of $2.2 billion in federal research funding. The court's decision came after months of heated legal battles and intense public scrutiny, as the nation watched to see whether one of America's most prestigious universities would lose a critical source of support. This ruling marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing clash between Harvard and the executive branch, highlighting the deep tensions between higher education institutions and federal authorities over issues of free speech, academic independence, and government oversight. The administration accused Harvard of failing to adequately address anti-Semitism on campus and of being unduly influenced by foreign entities, raising concerns about national security and campus safety. These allegations fueled a broader debate about the responsibilities of universities in a globalized world. Judge Allison D. Burroughs, an Obama appointee with a reputation for fairness, presided over the case. She was tasked with weighing whether the administration's actions were constitutional and whether they represented an overreach of executive power into the realm of academic governance. Harvard's legal team argued that the funding threat was a politically motivated attack on academic freedom, designed to intimidate universities and stifle dissenting voices. They insisted that such actions could set a dangerous precedent for all American institutions of higher learning. The $2.2 billion at stake supports vital research in medicine, science, and technology, funding that enables groundbreaking discoveries, supports thousands of jobs, and helps train the next generation of innovators and leaders. Both sides pushed for a swift resolution, seeking summary judgment to avoid a lengthy and costly trial that could have further disrupted research and academic life at Harvard. Judge Burroughs' decision preserves Harvard's research funding, at least for now, allowing the university to continue its work while the legal and political battles play out. The outcome has sent shockwaves through both Washington and academia, sparking new debates about the future of federal funding, the autonomy of universities, and the balance of power between government and higher education. The Trump administration justified its move by accusing Harvard of allowing anti-Semitism and collaborating with the Chinese government. Officials claimed Harvard failed to comply with directives from a federal anti-Semitism task force and posed a national security risk. The administration argued that cutting funding was a necessary enforcement action, not a political attack. Multiple federal agencies launched investigations, making Harvard a symbol of elite institutions under scrutiny. By targeting Harvard's funding, the administration aimed to send a warning to other universities about the consequences of non-compliance. Harvard fought back, refusing to yield to what it saw as an unprecedented challenge to its core values and independence as an academic institution. The university publicly condemned the administration's actions, calling them an unconstitutional assault on academic freedom and a dangerous precedent for all centers of higher learning. In court filings and public statements, Harvard argued that the threat to withdraw federal funding was a coercive attempt to control its internal policies, research priorities, and even the speech of its faculty and students. The university also highlighted its ongoing efforts to address anti-Semitism on campus, insisting that the administration's demands amounted to unlawful government overreach and undermined the university's ability to govern itself. At the heart of Harvard's case was the First Amendment, which the university argued protects academic institutions from government attempts to dictate curriculum, research, or campus discourse through financial threats or political pressure. Harvard warned that if the government succeeded, it would set a chilling precedent, discouraging free inquiry and open debate not just at Harvard, but at universities across the nation. Through its lawsuit, Harvard sought to protect not only its own funding and independence, but also the academic freedom and institutional autonomy of all American universities for generations to come. Judge Burroughs' ruling was a sharp rebuke to the Trump administration. She found the funding cut was ideologically motivated, not a genuine civil rights enforcement. The judge noted Harvard was taking steps to address anti-Semitism, making the administration's response disproportionate. Her decision affirmed that the government cannot use funding to enforce political ideology or punish protected speech. The ruling set a legal barrier against weaponizing federal grants, reinforcing academic freedom. Harvard's victory was decisive, halting the administration's pressure campaign, at least for now. The ruling sparked immediate, polarized reactions across the country, with emotions running high on both sides of the debate. News outlets scrambled to cover the story, and social media lit up with passionate commentary from students, educators, and political leaders alike. At Harvard, students and faculty celebrated what they saw as a major victory for academic freedom and institutional independence. Meanwhile, the Trump administration denounced the judge's decision, calling it a setback and hinting strongly at a possible appeal, signaling that the legal fight might not be over. The decision sets a significant legal precedent. While the government can enforce civil rights protections, it cannot wield federal funding as a political weapon to pressure universities into compliance with shifting policy agendas. This case strengthens universities' ability to challenge what they see as government overreach in federal court, giving them more confidence to defend their values and missions. The battle highlights the ongoing tension between government oversight and the autonomy of academic institutions, raising questions about who should set the boundaries for higher education in America. While Harvard may have won this particular round, the broader conflict over the future of higher education, its funding, and its independence is far from over, and new challenges are likely to emerge. The ruling may embolden other universities to stand up for their principles, but fierce debates over government funding, free speech, and academic values will undoubtedly continue to shape the landscape for years to come.